are, I mean, kind of a poster boy for hit 80s movies. Like you were in E.T., Red Dawn.
Back then, movies were movies.
Mm.
They were all special. They were all red carpet events. And today, there's so many different outlets uh, for distribution. Back then, there was a lot more pressure. I think there weren't as many outlets for distribution. People didn't
Mhm.
have devices and streaming companies and things. So, you know, a hit was a big deal and a flop was a big deal.
Could you have imagined way back when that you would still be talking about this project in, 2025?
Well, we knew we were doing something special.
Yeah.
We all loved the novel, but did we think it would become a part of Americana pop
Hmm.
culture? No, of course not.
Yeah.
I mean, I've seen a million stay gold tattoos in my day. I've had so many people tell me their own personal connection to the book, to the movie, what it meant to their family.
Mhm.
Um, it we get three, four generations of people coming to our show, our screenings, and it's incredible to see how it's affected families over the years. And with the required reading elements, we get a lot of emails from mothers and fathers proudly sharing The Outsiders with their child slash
Mhm.
students who are as equally affected today as their parents were 30 years ago. So it's a special event that we have. We screen the movie, we do a Q&A, meet and greets, I tell stories, we sell a little bit of merch, we hug a lot of people, take a lot of pictures, and we exchange that energy, and that connection is what it's all about. And my wife and I about a year ago started this nonprofit foundation, the Stay Gold Foundation, which allows us to use The Outsiders as a platform to really express the importance of literacy. And we travel around the country, we speak to students, teachers, we send thousands of books across the nation. There's a character for everybody in this
Yeah.
book. It doesn't matter if you're a Dallas Winston fan
Mm.
or a Ponyboy fan or a Cherry Valance fan. It really doesn't matter what side of the tracks you're from.
Mhm.
I think to some degree, that's why it still resonates with youngsters today so deeply. Um, Kids still struggle at school to be accepted. It's still sort of a battle between the haves and have-nots. Everybody wants to be in the cool group. Everybody wants to be, loved and accepted. And really, when they watch The Outsiders, you have to understand The Outsiders was really a movie made uh, for kids, about kids, and it started a whole genre of filmmaking throughout the 80s that didn't exist in the 70s. So, we were pre Brat Pack, we were pre
Mhm.
John Hughes, and I think when people even today watch the movie or read the book, there is not a lot of authority and not a lot of parenting in this story. It's
Mhm.
really a story about young people taking care of their own. I'm able to give some insight to the movie and scenes and things that take place that may or may not have been in the book or the script, and people seem to really enjoy those moments. So we have a lot of fun.
So you are going to be in Milwaukee soon. Have you been to Milwaukee before?
Many times, many
Okay.
times. Spent a lot of time in Milwaukee. I have friends that live in Pewaukee.
Okay.
Uh, uh, it's sort of like going uh, to a third or fourth home. I've actually worked there a lot as well. So I love the Midwest. I think the people are amazing. Uh, I've been a Packers fan for years. So, you can't be hanging around in Wisconsin and not be a Packers fan. So I got that going for me. And
Definitely.
I just we haven't had a screening yet. We've been doing this for about a year. We haven't really been to the Midwest. It's just been really overwhelming the amount of blessings, and we pretty much sell out everywhere we go, which is astonishing to me that this movie from 1982 would still have this impact.